Aloha Aquarius. Welcome to your tarot reading for the week of April 13th through the 19th. We're going to dive right in. If you want to get a personal reading or join us over on Patreon, all the information is down in the description box below. But we're going to go ahead and get started with your tarot reading for this week. We're going to start off with the vibe or overall theme for the week. We'll move into any potential obstacles or challenges. Then we'll see how to overcome those challenges and obstacles and see if there's any extra messages that universe and spirit might have for you this week. We are going to start off with a love oracle and a general oracle to kick off the overall vibe for the week. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here in terms of love, emotions, and relationships this week, Aquarius. What do we have going on? We're asking universe and spirit. We have a whole little cluster of them flipped, so we're just going to take the top one here. We have a honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This is really just enjoying your life, enjoying your time, allowing yourself to have fun, taking a moment and maybe doing a little road trip or a staycation, or just doing something that you are enjoying your life, enjoying the time of the spring season, whatever that looks like for you. This honeymoon card does not necessarily mean we are going on a honeymoon with a romantic partner. It just means that we are enjoying our life, right? We are literally just being called into doing things that make us feel good, that feel happy, maybe going outside for a nature walk, whatever that looks like for you. Let's go ahead and get a general oracle to see what can be added to this energy and this message. We have justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others that need your help. But this card does not necessarily just have to be about your career, right? This is about fairness and balance all over your life in every area possible. If you're having a hard time with finding balance, maybe taking a little bit extra time for happiness, for fun, doing those little fun tickets throughout your week, maybe a little bit more of that will be helpful. This card also represents the law and order of things and karma's being delivered. So if you feel like you've really been putting in hard work and you've been trying your best to stay in this sort of positive vibration, this sort of higher energy, just know that those karmas will be delivered to you this week, good and bad to others as well. For those of you that are considering a career change, looking into something that might have to do with justice or bringing fairness or helping people speak up for their truth or really fighting for their right might be something that you're interested in or something that you might be really good at. So I would maybe consider looking into that this week as well for those of you that are thinking about changing your career. Let's go ahead and get a tarot card here. We're moving into our tarot messages. And I would like to know for the overall vibe what tarot has for you this week, Aquarius. We have the 9 of Cups in reversal. What do you want, Aquarius? What will make you happy right now? The 9 of Cups in the upright is that card of our wishes sort of being fulfilled, but we have to know what those wishes look like, right? And when we see the 9 of Cups in the reversal, this card for me is like maybe taking a step back and as you're doing some fun things for yourself, really saying, what would make my life feel like this all the time? What does happiness mean to me? What does love mean to me? If I could wake up tomorrow and have my ideal life, what does that look like? This 9 of Cups, it's like universe wants to fulfill the things that you would like to have in your life. Your spirit team, your ancestor, your universe, they want to send things into your life that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you feel like you are successful and you've made it. But what does that mean for you, Aquarius? What do you want? What do you want? Figure that out this week. Allow yourself to get clear on what that sort of ideal life looks like for you. The ideal relationships, the ideal job or career. What does that feel like? What does it mean? What is the definition of those things to you? It's going to change from person to person. So I can't give you those answers. But if you take a moment this week and you really just enjoy your life and start to see or figure out what it would look like every day for you to have that feeling of happiness and bliss and joy, then this 9 of Cups will probably turn into its upright position fairly quickly where you're starting to see your wishes being granted and fulfilled. Let's go ahead and see what the overall potential challenge or obstacle might be for you this week when it comes to that. Just doing it. I think part of the challenge here for you with this Chariot is saying we just need to allow ourselves to do it. Give yourself the moment to have some fun, right? Give yourself the moment to check out of work for a minute and say, what do I want in life? What makes me happy? What does that ultimate happiness look like for me, right? Because this Nine of Cups in reversal is asking you to take time and answer those bigger picture questions. And the challenge or the obstacle here is you jumping in the chariot and just doing it. Jumping in that chariot and moving forward and saying, this is what I want. If you're overbooked, if you've been working too hard, if you're burning yourself out on both ends, if you're burning the candle on both ends, at some point, you're going to end up getting burned out. At some point, you're just going to have to stop everything. And that might be counterproductive. And so when we have this sort of combination here of like the overall theme is asking you to figure out what you need in life in order to feel happiness and fulfillment all the time, and the potential challenge or obstacle is the chariot, universe is saying just do it. Just take the moment for yourself. Just jump in the car and go on the mini road trip, right? Take the staycation. Just do the thing so that way you can find out what happiness means to you again this week, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and see what you're going to do or how you can overcome the challenge. The Death card, transformations, right? Allowing yourself to go into this transformative process and figuring out what happiness and overall fulfillment looks like for you. And maybe also too, what a balanced life looks like. This Justice card, I was just saying, maybe you are burning yourself out. That Justice card is about balance. If we're not having those balanced sort of energies within our job, within our relationships, within our life, whatever this is, that could really prevent us from finding out what that full happiness means for us as well. This Death card doesn't mean that there's literal death here. This is the card of saying that big, deep transformations are here for you. Allow yourself to shed away the old and prepare for the new. Allow yourself to say, I'm willing to walk away from all these old versions and all these old chapters in order for me to find what you can see here. There's this land where the sun is shining. This is where you're heading. What does that land look like for you? If you could go tomorrow to your promised land, what is it? What's there? What are you going to encounter? What are all those things, right? I think this week for you, Aquarius, it's all about figuring out what you want, figuring out what that perfect life looks like for you, and then allowing yourself to start doing those things in your life, allowing yourself to start transforming the day to day to look like that. Because again, wishes are trying to be granted and fulfilled for you this week. Allow yourself to figure out what the wishes are so they can be fulfilled. Let's go ahead and get any extra messages that universe and spirit have for you. Look at this Knight of Wands coming out, saying, let's move forward with some excitement, finding passion, finding happiness. I think Aquarius, for you, it's going to be easier for you to find this in this fire season of Aries. This is the last full week of Aries, right? It's going to be easier for you to find this during this Aries season than maybe Leo season or Sagittarius season. With you being Aquarius and having a little bit more of that dreamy, intuitive energy about you naturally, especially with that star card, that star energy, right? I think it's going to be easier for you to tap into the fiery passion of Aries season than waiting to do this when Leo season comes around, or waiting to do this when Sagittarius season comes around. If you can tap in now to the fiery energy of Aries, find that sort of rebirth and renewal that comes with this spring. Figure out what makes you happy. What do you want? Allowing yourself to just do it, to just take the break, take the vacation, do the things that you've been wanting to do. Maybe you want to go skydiving, go do it this week. Maybe you want to rock climb, go rock climb this week. Maybe you just want to start a new book and you have not done it yet and it's been sitting there for months. Start the book this week. It doesn't have to be big, extravagant things like skydiving or rock climbing. It could be something like starting a book or trying a new recipe or going to a new coffee shop, right? Just doing those things that you've been wanting to do, or doing things that, spark your interest of excitement and passion. It's like, let's start transforming our life into the life that we really deserve, that we really desire, that brings justice in the form of balance and law of attraction, and also makes us feel like we are living a honeymoon every day of our life without even having to leave our living room, okay? These are nice messages here for you, Aquarius. I think overall this week is all about figuring out, what do you want? What do you want your life to look like in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? And let the transformation begin. I love this energy for you. If you are still here watching this video, thank you for being here. Consider liking this video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. If you would like a personal reading, you can always find me over at themagicsiren.com. The promo code for the month and all that extra information is down in the description box below. I will let you get back to your day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon. Aloha.